Last 24 hours, Israel's military says it raided about 300 targets in Gaza, including tunnel openings and Hamas military compounds. As Israeli forces push deeper into Gaza, the humanitarian crisis there grows. Skylar Henry reports from Capitol Hill, where members of President Biden's cabinet are pushing Congress for emergency aid for Israel and other countries.
Israel Defense Forces released new footage of troops inside Gaza as it expands its ground operations inside the Hamas-controlled territory. Israel's Defense Forces says it struck around 300 targets, including Hamas compounds above and below ground. But Hamas claims it's fighting back, this morning releasing videos of fighters exiting a tunnel, claiming they were behind enemy lines just 2 days ago. As the fighting intensifies, the death toll among the Palestinian civilians living in the densely populated area continues to rise, while supplies of basic necessities dwindle even further. During testimony to persuade Congress to provide billions more in aid to Israel and Ukraine, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said humanitarian pauses must be considered in Gaza.
Without swift and sustained humanitarian relief, the conflict is much more likely to spread.
The Secretary's testimony was repeatedly interrupted by protesters calling for a ceasefire in Gaza, something Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has dismissed.
Just as the United States would not agree to a ceasefire after the bombing of Pearl Harbor or after the terrorist attack of 9/11, Israel will not agree to a cessation of hostilities with Hamas after the horrific attacks of October 7th.
He also claimed that Israel's ground campaign puts pressure on Hamas to release the more than 200 hostages still being held captive.
The State Department says its last charter flight to get Americans out of Israel will leave today with no more plan due to low demand.